Hello, beautifuls. It's Charlotte here with Dragonfly Soul Healing. So I'm sitting on the beach today, admiring the fact that we get to witness winter come to us. Slowly but surely, the snow comes down. And I'll tell you something, it definitely triggers a lot of the BC people out here. I see a lot of people complaining online about the snow. And I'm like in awe. You know, this is my fourth year looking at the snow come down from the tops of the mountains. And back home where I come from in good old Saskatchewan, we don't get that. One day it looks like this. The next day it looks like that. So things are changing. Things are evolving right now. You can feel it in the air. And as we witness the snow coming down the mountain and that change coming in and that death surfacing, we are literally coming into winter. And so there's change coming in. I'll give you guys some water codes. Let's take some water codes in. Something feels different today. The last few days have felt like a reset. There's a lot of grief lingering in Salmon Arm, even at this beach today. As I sit here, I can feel it. And I'm just helping the beach to transmute these emotions that have been brought here from the loss of another light worker. And that opening perspective of how quickly life changes. And not everybody's experiencing the emotions right now with a death necessarily of a physical being. But we are all experiencing a death of our own right now. Can you feel it? Are you fighting it? As everything's changing, as the earth is shifting and asking us to go within and really let go of all those pieces that weigh us down. Are you allowing those things to change? Look how amazing this is. The colors. Every single one of these trees okay with just letting go. Knowing that next year they come back bigger and stronger. That is what this death is about right now. Everything we're clearing, everything we're moving, and everything we're feeling is that change coming in. And so you get to decide what you do with this. We are now in Scorpio season, which is the death card in tarot. It's water, emotions, releasing. This is us transforming right now into more powerful, sovereign beings. And it's been uncomfortable. This whole year has been uncomfortable. Right from the beginning. How do you change it now? What really has to change in your life for you to feel better, for you to release some of these emotions? It's some things I've been sitting with this last few days as I've been at home, readjusting to actually having a place to live again, resetting and letting my body finally relax and reset. And I feel the emotions. I feel the emotions in the air. I feel them in my energy frequency. And I know I'm not alone. And so right now, connect with your body for a second. Just take a pause. Take a breath in. And let go of that first layer of emotions. Sweep it away from head to toe, pushing it all the way down into the earth, transmuting it through the water. This is a great reset right now. It's something that we've been talking about for a long time. We've been preparing for a long time. The shift is here. And it's something that we've all been avoiding. And I watch it. I watch it with my clients. They come in, they're ready, they're motivated, they're dedicated. And then they kind of fall off the wagon in a sense, but they don't really. That reset here, this avoidance we're in right now, is because there's really big things about to come in for your life. That great change, the reason you were called to earth in the first place, it's here now. And there's something so uncomfortable about it, and I know. Because I still feel it, and I really remember it when I first started waking up and realizing that my mission was much bigger than just being some human that was like in survival mode forever. I remember my mentor back home 9 years ago telling me that I'm here to help people and that one day I'm going to be holding space for big circles and big people and big amounts of people. And I was like, oh fuck no I ain't. The fuck I am, guys. And then I started doing that healing work for myself. It wasn't about the other people. Oh nice. Okay, we got a train coming in. I'm just gonna take a pause here. So when I was told these things, that I would be holding big spaces for people, and I shut down that idea and laughed, I didn't realize that it wasn't something that was happening tomorrow. It was something that was going to happen periodically throughout the next several years of my life. At first, it's about healing self and really starting to get those downloads in enough to start picking up the signs, the synchronicities. Then you start getting deeper into that knowledge. More and more knowledge starts building as you acquire it through life lessons and synchronicities and different things. And what I've seen is over these years, I've been just piling up this information to be ready for whenever it was time. It wasn't about the people and how much I was going to do. It was about how much I was willing to shift myself, take in myself. Can't do anything for anybody if we don't start with that self first. And that's something that a lot of people are going through right now, in this grief, in this heartache that they're experiencing, no matter what it is that you're going through right now. You are experiencing these deaths to help you, even if it doesn't feel like it. And again, this comes from experience. I know, I've been there many, many times. My whole life has been a series of death and survival and learning and growing and healing and death again. And what you don't see right now is in this time of transformation and this uncomfortability, this is what helps you to be able to help thousands later. And that's what I learned over this time. So allow yourself to let go, allow yourself to grieve, allow yourself to go through the emotions, and then reset. Why are you here? What are you learning? What comes to you naturally? These are things you're going to start seeing and observing and witnessing in self. This is the change you were asking for in your life. Now that it's here, you can't be mad that it's uncomfortable. You can have a moment. You can grieve it. Depending on how deep this is, will depend on how deep you grieve. But there's something so beautiful on the other side of all of this. And that's what you're being asked to see right now, is the change that's coming. The reset that's here for you. The people, the situations, the relationships that are ending right now are for you. Even the people who are exiting bodies chose that for you. That might be a little triggering. But it's true. Some of these people that left are the catalysts to wake you the fuck up. But you asked for that, and so did they. And they agreed, and you agreed. And last time, maybe they were the ones that stayed and you left. You don't know. Doesn't even matter. That's that catalyst. And I know how rough it is because I've experienced it. And I didn't experience too much death in this lifetime. And I never held on to it too tightly because I've never really gotten too attached to this human form. But I did get really close to somebody, and when I lost them, it was my catalyst to the quantum healing. So I went from this tarot reader, spiritual healer, sort of, right? I was still doing a lot of magic, but I had no fucking clue. And that's where I feel like a lot of people are at right now, is as much knowledge as you think you have, a lot of it's mainstream metaphysical, the basics. Just dipping your toes in the water. It's not embracing it all yet. And that's what you're coming to learn right now, is how to embrace it all. But first you have to go to the deepest, darkest parts of yourself, those really cold, dark places where you have to trust in your intuition and yourself more than you can trust in that light. Everybody focuses on that white light and the sunshine and rainbows of spirituality, but the truth is that's not all there is to it. There's a lot of fucking darkness. A lot. And once you see that truth in the darkness, it's more triggering because you just wish everybody could see it. You're about to see it. This is your catalyst here right now. I didn't know what I was going to talk about today. Really, I just wanted to talk about that snow. But I knew that there was something, I can feel that knowledge ready to just seep out of my face. And, I think that you all are just ready to start listening. And that's why everything's changing for me too. Because now I'm ready to just talk all the time. I want to show you something. We got a little portal here. See that? The energy stirring and the lake pulling all these emotions in. It's magical. The lake is really low right now, and it's very interesting to be walking where I would be fully submerged in water. There's that going to that deepest parts of yourself. I use this lake a lot for our meditations. Take everybody down through it, down through Mount Ida, through the ley lines, the crystal caverns. We use a lot of magic at this lake. Just take in the codes you require. See the ripples and integrate them. I'm not sure if I really had a point today. I just wanted to talk, bring some codes, drop some information, and really kind of talk about that grief, because it feels really important to recognize, one, that you're not the only person experiencing this, and it is really sucky. And I know that. I remember. And I can feel it. But it's for a reason, and it's important for you to see that too. And that you will get through these hard times. And it might take 6 months. I know it took me 6 months to stop crying. When I went through my grief, it was 6 months before I went a day without crying. And then another 6 months before that, before I kind of just stopped crying. But then every once in a while they creep in again, right? So don't fault yourself for taking this time, for crying a lot, for releasing these emotions however you need to. Just be mindful that you don't turn to that alcohol, because that will pull you deeper and darker faster. You won't be able to pull yourself out as easy. Even your healers will struggle to help you pull out of it, because you are plugging into the dark systems. Be mindful of your energy right now, especially in this time of grief. Because you're vulnerable. So I think it's really important right now to sit with your stuff and allow yourself that time so that you can start healing and letting go. So I feel like I'm going to leave you guys at that, because I'll just keep going. My girlfriends know I've been really chatty on my voice messages lately. As soon as you get me pacing, buddy, I'm Gandhi. So I'm sending you guys all lots of love, and know that I feel you, I see you, and that you got this. If you need a space held for you, I'm available. Just reach out, and I will chat with you all soon. Take care.